know the message of the cross. That's the gospel. That's what this camp is all about. You guys out there whining and complaining, crying. This ain't about no basketball. This is about young people yesterday getting saved.
This thing started out as a Sunday night ministry where my husband brought my son James and 3 other neighborhood boys used to come over to our house. And then it got cold, and so he's like, I think we could use the gym at your school. And I was just starting my master's. So I said, sure. So I would come over and work in my classroom on my master's, and they would come in the gym and shoot around. Well, then word started getting out. So Mac would say, well, it could be just Sunday night, we'll be able to the gym 6:30. And then Coach Show, who is the math department head, he's my math department head here, he found out about it. He's like, well, why don't we just start inviting some kids? Little by little, every Sunday we just grow. Well, then Mac was like, okay, wait, this has to be about God, it has to be about Christ.
Dear Diary, I know you're thinking of a better plan. You want to lend a hand as you're looking at the state of man. I promise to make it better for the little mans. I know it's hard, but what you want is the will of man. I learned from your word regardless. Just an artist seeking your love. My heart is harder. But then you release the bargain and pardon. God's willing vessel shall light the darkness. Seeking a willing vessel, somebody special, anybody to take the crown. Looking for a willing vessel, somebody special, anybody to hold you down.
Know the message of the cross.
Know the message of the cross.
Come unto the Lord, you have to be have a childlike faith.
Keep God with you always.
Hear the gospel of Jesus Christ, keep God in their life.
Getting a good perception of who Christ is in their own life.
When God talks, I'ma listen real clear for him.
Well, the Bible says God paid him to be sin for us, so that we may have the righteousness of God. That's why we do what we do. That's why these coaches come in here. Look at them. Not one of them getting paid. But they believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ.
I have a heart for inner city youth. Love to be able to give, what I know as far as an extension of training and all to the youth and the athletes. And so it's just an honor to be here. They can become more coordinated as far as foot speed, become more efficient in their conditioning, to understand what it means to be a good conditioned athlete, to have balance, as an athlete, core stabilization, all these things that make up the athlete so that they can be able to perform better on the court. I just felt like it was a great opportunity to give back to the community and just touch young kids' lives, which is really what it's all about. I mean, I get a joy of working with young kids, helping them get better, not only at the game of basketball, but the game of life. The main skill I've been teaching this week is shooting. Is one thing that I really worked on growing up as a basketball player. But no matter what skill they're working on basketball-wise, they have to commit to it. They have to try to learn and improve. Changes are going to happen overnight. You got to be able to put time into it. And it's the same way with our faith. If we're not reaching out to Christ and trying to grow closer to Him and reading our Bible and praying and just studying our spiritual life, then we're not going to grow there either.
Nobody takes all their shots, guys. Nobody. Listen, that's a good shot. But the reason I make it look easy is because I work at it. I didn't wake up one day and say, dang, I really need to be able to shoot the basketball now. I'm not going to get to play in the game. It didn't work like that. It did not work like that. Growing up, me and my brother, we committed to making 1,000 shots a day. Can you show this kid a shot, correct form, and shoot? He has terrible form. Shot.
Can you fix his form? That's what he wants to know. Can you fix it?
Show me what you got. Shoot one. He has a bomb push shot. Can you shoot to that? Your release has got to be like this. Every time I shot, look at my releases. That's the difference between
I've always had a heart for young people. It's an awesome opportunity to be able to give back, particularly when it comes to basketball, because I've always had a passion to play basketball. So through my talent, it gives me the opportunity to bring kids together and be able to be like not just a mentor, but be able to teach them basketball skills as well as life skills.
I think you want to try to get the kids to give their best effort, and you want to try to get the kids to give 100%, because in life, if you're not giving 100%, you're not growing. I hope that we're teaching them more about basketball. Really, some of these kids are so young, you don't really know what's going to happen. So if they can learn to be disciplined, if they can learn to be consistent and trying to get better, and then if they could just learn to embrace just a lifestyle that is not a lifestyle that can depend on Scripture, and then that they could hopefully grow from that. And we're trying to develop relationships. We play basketball with these guys every Sunday night. Not all 90 kids show up, but we're hoping that a relationship here, a relationship there, a relationship here can allow these kids to grow and keep in touch with them.
I saw one person standing up with his arms up like this, praising God. We were singing a song. There was one person in the church standing up. I said, man, you know what? That person's got guts. That person doesn't care what anybody else thinks. Because that person, right now, is so in tune with the Lord that it's just like there's nobody else can do it. It doesn't matter. And you know who that person was? My man Q, right here. That's me. There were probably 300 adults in that church. And one 15, 16-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, all right? I bet nobody ever guesses you're older than you really are. One 14-year-old kid right now was leading the entire church in worship. Hey, listen, I don't care how young you are. I don't care if other people think you're too young to be doing this stuff. You can lead right now. But you gotta be willing to stand up when nobody else is standing up.
I never knew my father up until the time I was about 12. And that's when I began to know more of him and know who the person was. But I always had the ... going on and didn't really understand what it was. So my identity, I didn't know really what I was supposed to look like, what I was supposed to dress like, what I was supposed to act like, because there was no figure, there was no person really in my life who would love me other than what my mother was loving. Now for me being a man, that's important. The absence of my father made me look for the presence of Jesus. The absence of my father made me look for the presence of Jesus.
From South Florida, that's where I'm from. I was a thug, not no more. My beast was ill, and by the way it is, but just if the beast was phenomenal, I'm talking about everybody loves the beast, but then you finally get to hear my mind. I'm saying things like molest children. Yeah, I still heard what I said. I'm saying things in my lyrics like molest children. Would you want to go out? But you like the beast though. But you like the beast though. You like the all right, good. See, I knew that about y'all because y'all were little kids. In the game of life, the rules are not always the same, and sometimes it gets even worse. Some of your peers are going to die before you get grown. Friends you may not be, are not going to make it in the game of life. You might be reading about it in the paper. You might be at a high school, and it happens, and you'll see it. You ask yourself this question, man, he was too young. Man, she was too young. Because on the opposite side of the truth of the word of Christ, there's an unseen fool called the devil, and he's out to destroy every one of your young lives. He's out to take you out early, take you out quick, and take you out very permanent. This thing of life is real, because you're living it. This thing about eternity is real. You know what I mean? This thing about God's love is awesome.
That part of God was tears rolling in his eyes. It said, my child never left when I came to sky. Haven't I always been there for you? I'm sorry, Lord Jesus. You right, I'm wrong. Now I see the pain is here. You can help me be strong. Reflection on my past as you bring me through. And now I see I was wrong forever now for you. It's cool, say Christ. You call the purpose in life. This will work out for you good. Walk by faith, not by sight.
Dream, mama's prayers answer, her children hit a key.
Basketball not only about winning the game, it's also safety. That's the whole tip. I advise you all, lace your shoes up. Reasons why you will eliminate twisting your ankle or help support that ankle if it happens to be twisted.
Zeddy Ministries, I was searching for the secret apostle told me to breathe.
The path I walk is straight and always narrow. He can't believe I can take care of this fellow, providing everything that I can possibly need. He says it in his word, and his word is what I see.
There's one God and one truth, now let me show you.
If you listen to something long enough, it kind of gets into your heart and into your mind, okay? Think about commercials. Think about commercials. Can you recite or sing a commercial that you see on TV?
He's singing Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny. That Ricky, that she was.
What's that? Is that a commercial or is that a song?
Yeah,
I haven't seen
it's a song in the commercial.
In a commercial, okay. A yogurt, okay, that's right, I remember that.
Oh, the E-Class on Super Bowl.
The what?
I was on the little kid. I was on the computer, and I was on E-Class, so I got extra money, and I bought myself a clown. And I got a clown, and then it shows up.
Stop, cause he died on the cross. My heart drops, cause he died on the cross. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let me show you. We are his people, this is what we supposed to do. Always have faith, must know when to stop. I know the music is hot, we city hop, from the church to the block, non-stop, hip-hop, but we live for the rock. Yeah, we diddy rock when we up in the spot. We keep it locked, we don't know when to stop. I know the music is hot, we city hop, from the church to the block. Not, let us up in the spot, but you ain't ready for us. I know you're I want to dedicate this song to everybody who looks up in the sky and you look for a brighter day. To you, for everybody that knows that someday it's gonna get better, and you just wishing, you hoping that somebody, something, someone just slides in and says, you know, it's better now. Look up. Well, pardon me to all my VA peeps. I never bite, I eat. Now it's time for me to speak. Now it's time to bring the heat. I've been asleep for more than 52 weeks. When you and me, we paused on the beat. I couldn't sleep, stayed on the couch and weep. Wrote songs for weeks that I never see a beat. I went from strong to weak. Cheap thoughts set my mind, had me wasting my time. But a leader never fronts from the back of the line. Spend time with myself, all by myself. To come to the fact, had it dealt with myself. Was a lot on the shelf that was killing my health. I was running to the therapist, healing myself. Wasn't feeling myself, could've killed myself. When nobody was around, could've drowned myself. But the Lord sent the word to surround myself. And yo, now that I'm here to live, I found my wealth. My life is looking better now, Christian living now. Walked off from sin, son of man, girlfriend. It's written in his plan, born again, brethren. God's children, we so peculiar, man. My life is looking better now, Christian living now. Walked off from sin, son of man, girlfriend. It's written in his plan, born again, brethren. God's children, we so peculiar.
My philosophy is that the gospel is relational. I believe that people need to know who you are and what you stand for. And one of the things that basketball allows me to do is to bring these kids together and to be able to teach them basketball skills. At the same time, I'm spending time with them and I'm building relationships with them.
Break the fallow ground, come round and teach a lesson. With everyday confession, never held a Smith & Wesson, but I load up my heart and I'm sparking this automatic weapon. Praise goes up and the rain came down, but I minister his love to the prodigal child, living foul with their dirty mouth. Look who's child got saved, now they singing that good book sound. Throw your lifestyle down, like right now. Don't you know that Christ's life is looking right now? My life is looking better now.
Men like myself stepping up to the plate, because most of these young boys, they don't have father figures in their life. And I feel as though, you're not trying to raise it because, you're supposed to be raised at home. Just being able to have somebody so they can look up to.
So peculiar, man.
We can't earn it, we don't even deserve it. You young people came forth yesterday and said, I believe what you're saying, Pastor. I take that free gift. You didn't do anything that you deserve that. But God gave it to you. It's not based on any performance. It's not based on you going to church. It's not based on you getting baptized. It's not based on you throwing some money in the offering plate or doing good works. When Jesus died on that cross and he said, it is finished, it is finished.